May 26th through June 1st. This is the Gemini New Moon week. We actually start off the Monday with the new moon at 11:02 p.m. in the sign of Gemini. And we are, let's see, did I get how many degrees? Yeah, 6 degrees of Gemini. Also conjunct Mercury, right? And Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. So there's going to be a lot here about communication, speaking up, speaking your truth. We have a lot of planets in Gemini. This new moon will be sextile Saturn and Neptune, which is a positive aspect. So this can be a really amazing new moon. It's also Memorial Day. So it's a pretty intense day as it is. So new moons, place your order. This is a really good new moon to really write your order to the universe out because it's Gemini, and Gemini would be the writer. So speak up, write it down, write down your order on Monday, 5/26. Now we move into Tuesday, the 27th. We continue to have the moon in Gemini. Super social energy, enjoy your people. There's a sextile, positive aspect between Venus and Mars. So there's some good stuff. There is a square with with Saturn. So make sure that you are taking care of your responsibilities. Now, Wednesday, the 28th, I wrote, take care of your responsibilities in your home specifically, because the moon will move into Cancer at 1:33 p.m. The moon is square Saturn and Neptune. So just take care of your responsibilities. A good day to clean and create, just make things better on the 28th. The 29th, the moon continues to be in the sign of Cancer, but it is squaring Venus. And so you just want to, be careful, plan your words wisely. You don't want to get into fights with partners, and just take it easy, be gentle on the 29th. Now, on the 30th, the moon will move into Leo at 4:17 p.m. So I think by the afternoon, there'll be more fun to be had. So Friday night could be a really fun night. There's a trine with Saturn and Neptune, and it's going to be opposite Pluto. So if you play your cards just right, especially with your partner, there's some sexy energy available in the evening. Okay. Now the weekend. Let's see, where is the moon all weekend? We'll have it in Leo on Saturday. Really, it's a Leo weekend because the moon will move into Virgo late Sunday night. So Leo weekend, apply your energy towards fun and harmony on Saturday. And on Sunday, make some plans, but be flexible, because on Sunday we have a square with Uranus. And anytime Uranus is involved, things can come up out of the blue. But, the moon's going to be in Leo, and Mars is in Leo now, the planet of action. And so just take some action, make some moves, have some fun. Ask people out, do things, ask people to do things, make plans, but be flexible. Okay, I've got some cards here for you for the week ahead. This Gemini New Moon week, this Leo weekend with some sexy energy. Let's see what we got. I haven't looked at any of these cards yet. And we've got the High Priestess coming out. So she's a major arcana. She's the divine feminine. She's related to the sign Cancer, ruled by the moon. And she's coming up for you this big week ahead. So it's a relationship card because it's a 2. It's a watery, intuitive, psychic card because it's the High Priestess, and she knows to quiet down, to hear her own inner voice, to hear her guides, to hear the messages. We know this Gemini New Moon is on Monday, and that's all about speaking up or listening or expressing or writing down your orders. And so with the High Priestess here, there's a sense of listening, quieting, calming, hearing the message, maybe not speaking it as much, maybe hearing it first. Now, our second card here from This Might Hurt Tarot deck is the Knight of Pentacles. And here he is, and he has arrived. And, I often say with the Knight of Pentacles that I feel like it takes him a long time to arrive. He moves pretty slowly, even though he's on his motorcycle here. But he is bringing something of value. And it's like something that's been slow going, and now it's here. Let's see what else we've got. We've got the Queen of Swords here. This is Lady Slipper from the Herbal Tarot. and it's the Queen of Swords. So you've got the High Priestess and a Queen right there. That feels pretty good. The Queen of Swords, the Queen of Air, she would be a Gemini Queen. And we have this Gemini New Moon. I don't know too much about Lady Slipper, but I do know that the Queen of Swords is a powerhouse kind of queen. She is not warm and fuzzy. She is to the point. She rules big business. I like in this one that she's barefoot. She's a little bit like more down to earth in a way. And so we've got a lot of powerful energy here. We have things arriving, things of value. See what your oracle is. This is the Oracle of Mystical Moments, and you've got Flower Spirit. And I swear to you, I think that's another Lady Slipper. And I did not look at any of these, so that makes it even more cool. Let's see what the book has to say. The Mystical Moments Oracle says Flower Spirit, friendship, soul, tenderness, joy. This card shows the tender and sensitive flower fairy, the soul of each plant. She listens with all her heart to her friends and provides a soothing caress when their edges get prickly. By enjoying life and keeping the playfulness in her heart, she is a source of inspiration and joy. Her childlike vision helps her to see the good in all things, especially herself. Okay, I really am taken with the fact that I think that plant is the same. And I'm looking up Lady Slipper right now to see what the metaphysical meaning is. Let's see, or spiritual meaning. It says, across different societies, Lady Slippers have come to represent a spectrum of virtues, from strength and prosperity to innocence and good luck. The Lady Slipper is a spiritual companion, helping us to awaken our knowing that friendship is not only our fundamental yearning, but the only path to, and that's where it ends. Hold on, let me see if I can get the rest of it. But the only path to rediscovering our soul's interbeing with the greater web of creation, including the ever-abiding and loving source within us. Wow. So it's like, I don't know, the High Priestess feels like what's within us, and then the Queen of Swords and Flower Spirit. So there's a lot of power here. But remember, the cards up here are your cards of the month. And so we see a lot of water there in the beginning. The Hermit's actually sitting up there fishing in all that water, and the Five of Pentacles. So there's things here this week about value and your own value. We see like the Knight of Pentacles literally bringing money into the situation or bringing something of value. And I really think that this Venus retrograde, this is the week where you really start to understand what you learned. You learned about your power. You learned about your relationships and that relationship with yourself, because it's the most important. And other ones aren't going to, thrive unless the one with you is. So Lady Slipper is your flower of the week. I would get to know it. I'm going to get to know it more. And it does look like a beautiful week ahead.